Hello, SpeedGaming 2. This is the Hardway to Hell tournament with OK Beamer versus Nikplayer. We're playing the basic light area settings, which means we'll have light area rando, which means criteria will always be connected to one portal to Wreck Ship, one portal to Torian, two portals to Green Brain, and one portal to Red Tower. That's what basic light area means. And since this is Hardway to Hell, we will have super fun combat, which means no screw attack, no spit plasma, and we'll have at least one suit missing. And I'm joined here by Vincent RTA. Say something, Vincent.
Something. All right. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon or evening if you are watching where these two players are. I just found out about this tournament this week, so this is the second race I've been able to watch, and this is a blast to watch. I really like this different format. I've been around a lot of randomizers, and so I know both of these players very well, so I'm looking forward to this race. They're both very capable players, so I'm hoping we have a good close one today. Nikplayer's going for that Kaizo look with that awesome red suit.
So, to answer the question, chat, yes, Nikplayer is the runner-up from last year. Last year, he took second place to Audrax's first place. That was very exciting last year. Let's see how far he gets this year.
So, Kazan, do you want to explain just a little bit what the different formats of this tournament are? Because I know it's like this is one of the light area randos, but the one that I saw the other night was something about snakes. That was the one between Rusty and Junie.
So, to make things more interesting for this tournament, we're not running the same settings every week. Fragment Colors has this big spreadsheet of about 20 different mixtures of different settings, and every week he'll randomly pick 3 from that spreadsheet, and they'll have different combinations of area rando or minimizer or door rando or start locations, just different mixtures of all the different various settings, but they always have the super fun combat, the suits, and the slow or slowest progression. The super fun combat, super fun suits, and slow progression are the hallmarks of Hardway to Hell. So for this particular race, we have just light area rando. There's nothing else mixed in, so it's pretty simple mode. You're always guaranteed to be able to visit LN from the back, so you'll never have to do the bootless, suitless lava dive. Well, you might, but it's unlikely. Bag of Snakes was the minimizer one, so I think that race was entirely missing Green Brinstar, because minimizer allows the reduced map size.
Yeah, that was something very strange. And the race between Rusty and Junie was a Bag of Snakes, and that was new to me. It was a new experience watching or never seeing Green Brinstar, which we know is usually an item loaded area, but that was it's definitely different, and I like the freshness of the tournament.
Yeah. Part of what we want to do with this tournament is show off the different modes and options in Varia Randomizer that are not used in the other randomizer tournaments. Like, the other tournaments seem to just use one mode, And it doesn't really show much. And there's a lot more stuff that you can do.
Yeah, I like that idea. It shows, one, it shows the flexibility of the software. Two, it's a new challenge to the players on a regular basis.
And it also requires the players to be very flexible as well also.
You mentioned that this one won't necessarily require a reverse acid dive, but that race between Rusty and Junie definitely did. There was that was the only logical progression was a reverse acid dive.
Yeah, the reason why I said that is in light area, you always have the same set of portals, but you have area randomizer. So 2 of the portals out of criteria will go to Green Brinstar. 1 will go to Red Tower, 1 to the moat. Well, sorry, not to the moat. 1 to Wreck Ship, and 1 to Torian. When they get down to Upper North Fair, 1 portal will go to Red Tower, 1 portal will go to Kraid's Lair, 2 of them will go to Lower North Fair, and 1 will go to Croc. So they'll have access to both the front and back of Lower North Fair. So when they want to enter Lower North Fair, they'll probably choose to enter from the back, and they won't have to do the lava dive unless they really want something that's a GT.
That makes a lot of sense, and I mean, it's different. We're gonna get a peek here at the gauntlet. Looked like there was
2 power bombs is actually pretty
Power bombs?
valuable, but you only have 1, so you can't get them yet.
Nope. You would have to find a second power pack. Yeah. See, I didn't see Green Bryn all last race, so it's almost weird seeing this now. But excellent job by OK Beamer getting that short mark to check this. And there's an empty statue. That's something we're not used to seeing. And there's an empty wall.
Yeah, so part of the settings is we have 65% of the ammo is placed. So if they collect absolutely everything, they'll have 90 missiles, 60 supers, and 60 power bombs. And it's also a strict ammo ratio. Looks like a late super seed, actually. You always feel kind of bad going down to Catacombs with no supers.
Yeah, but it's, thankfully they had power bombs and were able to get down there and didn't have to do anything crazy. But we get the best ball.
All right. Spring Ball has been showing up early a lot in this tournament. It's usually been used as the Meridia progression where it says, hey, you've got Spring Ball and High Jump, so now you can do everything in West Meridia.
I was going to say that. That's that suitless Meridia setup, so let's go. That's in chat saying at least it's not a moon dance seed. And yeah, that's something that was even being discussed in the race room before. Like, so how do you guys feel about moon dance? Like, we know that's a very tough trick, time consuming trick as well.
Yeah. It shows up rarely enough that you can afford to not bother to learn it for the tournament. So Beamer went back and farmed missiles in that spike room, but Nikplayer did not farm up to 5, so if that hadn't been a missile pack at Etakun's PB, Nikplayer wouldn't be able to open this door. Oh, he already opened the door, so it wasn't to matter. Okay.
It was, all right, preemptive. Just thinking ahead, that's all.
Speaking of thinking ahead, we're in Big Pink without supers. Do you go around and hope for supers at meme route? Or do you just go straight into fight Spore Spawn and hope for supers behind Spore Spawn?
Oof, that's rough. I mean, we can take a safety save ahead of time, right? Like...
Yeah, there's that save room right next to Spore Spawn.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but okay, Spazer at... And E-Tank. All right, so no supers so far. Wow. This is the fun of this style randomizer, though, is that you might not get the things you need early, and you got to go hunting, because right now our progression is locked. So I believe, yeah, meme route's pretty much the only option, right?
Yep. They did also see the portal to the top of the green hill. So this portal that Beamer's headed to goes to the top of the green hill. So he can check the pipe item. Okay, he's not actually going to that portal. So he could check the pipe item and then go down the green hill. The third portal out of Green Brinstar would actually go into Red Tower. So as DJ Webb says, you could go out into Red Tower and pick up all of those portals.
All right, Nikplayer.
Going back to the ship. Yeah, Nikplayer's doing exactly what I was talking about.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
Just denied.
Portals. You could do X-ray deboost on this and pick up the X-ray item, but you can't pick up any other items in Red Tower. It's just a way for you to get down to Norfair, where you don't really have the tanks to do much.
Okay, so this is that bottom of Red Tower portal. And there's West Meridia. So Beamer's checking that old mother brain, which Nikplayer caught on the way up. But now the players have chosen the backside of meme route. That's a no-go right now.
If he doesn't have the item, then maybe you should have looked at the item over there, but there's a chance the item is not supers for him.
Out of power bombs.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's the unfortunate. Could not check that. Well, this could require an early X-ray check. Oh wait, no, we can't even go check X-ray because we need power bombs. Oh no, we have power bomb. Sorry, we can check that.
Bomb right there. Give us a power bomb right outside the door.
Oh, there's the crab hole.
And you'll notice they added platforms to make it so that you can easily get through crab hole both ways with nothing. All you have to do is crouch jump up and not get hit by a crab.
I like this by Nick, just grabbing a couple of power bombs with that easy power bomb farm there. And we are going to get an early super check. Well, no, never mind. Just preemptively unlocking the door.
He probably wants to find a save before he goes into X-ray on one energy tank.
Truth.
Part of the reason to be full on power bombs before going into X-ray is so that the fire fleas will drop energy for you instead of power bombs, and you can refill from your mistakes more easily.
But no, we're going to get a alpha PB check.
That's a super door. He doesn't have supers, so
that's
all
right.
he's getting is the portals up here.
Oh my gosh, this is this lack of progression. Now both players are in the same position of this Hunt for the supers, because they're both trapped until we find them. Beamer making good use of that spring ball. Gonna be disappointed to see this one. I don't know about you, but the number of times that I've taken damage in that room that Nikplayer just perfectly executed is unreal. That's part of why I enjoy watching these the higher level players play. They make some of the they make the difficult move in this game look incredibly easy.
Yeah, I take damage in Hellway and fall into the vile plumes a lot myself. So.
Yeah, I
Also
guarantee you.
interesting how everybody has a slightly different way of doing this X-ray deboost. I don't think I've seen anybody else do those unmorphs as he's going across.
Neither have I, but that was absolutely perfect. Like, only took 40 damage to get all the way across. That's excellent.
Yeah. He does need to take the safe way of waiting for a waiver to get back.
Beamer's now catching up on all the same portal knowledge that players found, but where are we looking now for our progression?
Spore spawn.
Oh, wouldn't that be great if natural spore spawn is the first pack of supers? Yeah, great job on the escape by Nikplayer there as well. That's just.
I didn't catch which Norfair portal they have access to, so they could possibly go into Norfair and pick up a couple of items, but
Croc door.
Okay, Croc door's fine. They can run from Croc Door to Bubble Mountain and pick up at least 2 locations that way.
Nice job, my Nikplayer there. That was a nice push through the door. That's right, had not checked this meme route yet, so didn't see this extra super pack. Did Beamer check Billy May's room?
Yes, Beamer actually went in there, got like a missile pack, and then he was on only 1 power bomb, so he didn't have enough to do the meme route check. So he reset back to the ship to refill his power bombs.
Got it. Okay. So we already know that this is a fruitless effort by Nikplayer to try to find supers.
So the hell run from Croc Door to Bubble Mountain you can actually do on 0 tanks. Having 1 tank is a luxury for it. But the 2 items you'd get be the Bubble Mountain item and the one... Oh wait, no, you don't only get the Bubble Mountain item because the one at the entrance to Norfair Reserve is behind a super door.
This is the most disappointing. That was the most disappointing Billy May's room ever. We did not get.
There's less.
Yeah, it was. But wait, there's only what you came to purchase. There's at least they didn't have to pay the extra shipping and handling this time. So
Beamer should not have taken that hit. 33 is pretty scary for this.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. 33 was not enough.
Yeah, if he'd paused at the right of time, he might have been able to grab those drops and stay alive. But
There
pause
is
views is
a
something you have to be mentally prepared for. You can't just
there
do
is
it
a
on the fly.
there is a real possibility that after he took that hit, his thought was just, I'm gonna take this death and I'm gonna take this quick death and not even try.
Yeah, he had the ideal save. So.
I would agree with Chad. If you're walking to that room with 33, you need to be ready for pause abuse. That's just a thing.
Energy tank is nice. Energy tank will allow him to reach the chronic boost portal, and could potentially reach the wave missiles item. Might
Well,
also be able to reach the single chamber portal.
we have knowledge of about everything, but about all the randomization through the areas, but so far, Seed is not being nice about where we need to go. Okay, where Nikplayer is back here.
Well, they say that Spore Spawn is the hardest boss in the game. If you have to fight Spore Spawn, you're losing like 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. So
I would actually.
It's understandable that they're afraid to fight Spore Spawn.
I would welcome seeing Spore Spawn. I haven't seen Spo in a long time, and it's nothing.
There is that reserve at Wave Missile. It'd be difficult to get out with it.
I think you can get out. I think you'd be able to get out with it, but you definitely couldn't take hit from spikes on the way out.
Yeah.
And granted, there are no spikes on the way out, but that spike hit was a guaranteed no exit.
Yep. This hell run from Bubble Mountain to Chronic Boost Room is actually the tightest margin hell run in the logic. Like all of the other hell runs, you have more margin for error, but this one is tight. Especially when you have to turn around and go back. Croc is a nice find. Croc has lots of items to check.
There's a phrase I'd use in the random tournaments, and maybe this is a place. It was always bet on Croc, ABC. Maybe Croc is the answer.
One notable difference about the Croc logic in this is most tournaments don't turn on the low ammo Croc fight, so you'd have 50 missiles for Croc. On this one, it didn't happen this time, but it's possible to be forced to fight Croc with as little as 10 missiles.
I've seen some nightmares in these that require some strange things. One of them was a early Croc required, and both players didn't have enough. If they had almost no margin for error to be able to get it done, and ended up everyone ended up with like a ridiculous reset because of it, because of a soft lock. It was a rough night.
Yep. Rough times is what you sign up for in this tournament. Nothing.
Nothing. Sign room gives us nothing. Maybe it's a sign that we need to head back and see Spospo.
Man, I thought Beamer was gonna die in that acid when he crouched next to the farm bugs.
Same. I was getting a little worried there. I just got to point out, for these players, neither one of them have, well, other than the spring ball, neither one of them have a movement item, but they're getting through areas of this game with relative ease. Speaking of movement items, we've got high jump boots in Coliseum.
Yeah, that's a rude place. So you got to find your 5e tanks so you can go pick those up.
I'm kind of glad that a movement item showed up right after I mentioned the lack of movement items. Like, the game was just like, oh yeah, that's something that exists in this game. Speaking of movement items,
hey, can you get back with it? Oh no,
not with that first movement.
So what you want to do is you wall jump off the wall and then morph. And when you unmorph, you actually get some more distance away from the wall. That can help you out and get a little bit further on your energy.
Okay, that feels like a better start to getting it.
You can do it. It just needs
was very
really
close.
clean movement.
This is definitely a high difficulty execution. Speed gets us back to Bubble Mountain and gets us into Business Center. Ooh. That one little fumble at the beginning. That was that miss. Nikplayer. Okay, Nikplayer got the deboost for the other check. Nice. Got the bug floating up. Oh, look at that.
That is huge.
Yep. That's the difference right there. Wow. Well, yeah, that's essentially free, as chat says. Yeah, that's basically free.
That speed booster will also give them access to the Indiana Jones item if they can do the short charge to break the blocks.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Beamer. Thank you. Now I got it. Yes, you see, Beamer slows down and is really careful about that. Very deliberate about that movement.
Really careful at that point. Okay, yeah. Spring Ball alone might get Nikplayer up here. Gonna have to do that difficult spring ball from the wall jump.
I'm always impressed watching something like this. If this is pulled off, that's a huge trick.
Yeah, I seem to remember that a straight up jump is not quite enough.
More power bombs.
Second pack of power bombs. You can go through Gauntlet now.
Still no supers.
Well, if you want something green, you have to fight something green.
All right, Nikplayer's going to give up on that. Gonna go very likely find that right side croc item, and we'll find out what. Oh, we're going for. Okay, now it's going to go back. But now this Beamer, having checked that wall item first, got the speed, is probably slightly ahead now, because they both have pretty much the same area knowledge. I do like this safety save here by Nick, even though this is a pretty clean check. So what would you rather have to watch? A suitless Lower Norfair or suitless Norfair or a suitless Meridia?
I like them both.
I think I like that watching the execution of a suitless Meridia a little bit more, just because it's insane watching how the awesome movement the runners have to execute in every instance to get through. And we know where high jump boots is.
Yeah, we just need to get like 2 more tanks to get high jump and get out.
Well, we
So
know
it's
where that.
possible to do that hell run and grab it and get out. On
Well, we know
5-2.
we know where that reserve. We know we've got the reserve at wave.
Yeah, that'll be easy to get now. Still funny that they could go all the way through this upper Norfair and still not have supers. Even after they get that high jump. And I wonder how far to Meridia they can get without supers.
I don't know, but I have a feeling these players are gonna do everything they can to avoid going back. Oh, well.
Okay, they're going to start trying to do that short charge over there.
Well, we've seen the first super pack of the game. Here we are 31 minutes in, and we've seen the first super pack, and we still don't have it. We just know where one is. And more power bombs. Is Nick trying to save a... No, he was trying to save a charge there. Yeah, trying to spike suit.
Yeah, I wonder what he would do with it. Could potentially do the reverse croc speedway with it.
All right, now. Nikplayer back here knowing that can easily get to Business Center now that we've got speed. Although this is not the greatest area to only have 33 energy. Not a lot of farming options here.
Yeah.
But now we'll see the same thing that we saw, which is... There's a super pack. Just buried.
I'm pretty low energy here. gonna be tight,
Yeah.
man. We only have a couple chances at that short charge.
Yep.
Yeah,
there
Beamer
was no-
decided he only had one chance, which is pretty fair.
Maybe Nikplayer's thinking ahead, and maybe that's why he wanted to grab a super suit or grab a spike suit. This is a much better farming location. Didn't have the luxury to do this last time, though, with the energy he had coming into this space.
Yeah, the spike suit and cosine room, you can take as many chances as you have time for. You're not dying of heat damage while you're doing it. Looks like Beamer has decided to leave Norfair. Maybe he's going to back to fight Spore Spawn finally.
I don't know the last time I've seen a required spore spawn in any kind of randomizer, so that would be certainly a thing. That would be fun. All right, looks like Nikplayer is going for that play.
I think the last time was about 2 weeks ago. Exact Science had a race where Spore Spawn was required to collect the first power bombs.
Okay.
The only other possibly reachable pack of power bombs was actually at the Crumble Shaft.
Oh, there it is. All right, we have 59 energy. Get the door and clean and through. All right, well, at the 36-minute mark, we have the first collection of a pack of power bombs in the entire seed.
Oh yeah, Waterway.
Yes.
Waterway's
yes.
open now.
That's that was when they got speed. That was one of my initial thoughts. I meant to voice it, but that I know that's I knew that's an option with having that speed. Get this short charge, you get to fly right through, and maybe, just maybe, we got another pack back there. And up more power bombs. Exact Science was part of that that race I was talking about with Croc. I believe we called it the incident at Croc. That was I think for the two players it was like a 35 to 40 minute reset. It was one of the
Oh man.
yeah, because like they had saved themselves out of like into a soft lock where they couldn't get back. It was one of the most ugly things we'd ever seen. Nikplayer was going for that D-boost to get over and check the top side of Bubble Mountain here, but just missed. Chose to reset the room. There we go. Second time's the charm.
All right, free energy tank. Believe he's leaving it for the way out.
Yeah, I agree. I like that. It means we don't have to try to like go over to the Bat Cave and try to farm up back over in there. Look, now it's just an embarrassment of riches. Now we got a second super pack. Wow, that's a luxury at this point. Granted, yeah, I figured that we were heading to here to the Bat Cave. I'm gonna go check speed.
Yep. I expect Nikplayer to full clear Upper Norfair. And he's probably going to have that high jump before he leaves.
I would assume so, because at the very least he can go get that reserve from the wave, and that will be that extra energy he's going to need to get through the cathedral check. This seed is all about wanting to hand over the power bombs.
Well, we've got 60 of them to pick up. And he said it doesn't want to give you supers, so it has to give you something. Or it could give you nothing.
Speaking of power bombs, more power bombs at Criteria Surface Power Bombs. Not even randomized. Okay, wouldn't it be something if this up here, the first item in Gauntlet, was a pack of supers?
Yeah, that'd be something.
That's something we could have accessed a while ago, right? And still been able to get out.
I think we didn't have 10 power bombs until we got down to Upper Norfair. But...
Okay, and never mind. It's
nothing anyway.
Well,
looks like we have crates there.
We would need 10 to get all the way through, but with 5 we should be able to get in and get back from the start with after opening the portal and doing a ship refill.
I still need 3 in and 3 out.
Okay.
Well, 3 in and 4 out, I should say. So, no. You'd have to get 2 lucky power bomb drops from the waivers, and...
Speaking of power bombs, good lord, the seed. But now, at the 40-minute mark, we have our first boss fight, and we've got Kraid. And there will be no prom night for Kraid. Kraid goes down quickly to the quick kill from Nikplayer. And we get to see this empty platform. Nothing. Okay. I mean, we're just becoming accustomed to that. Okay. This is an item I hadn't thought about as well. That Beamer did. This is the speed check. Gonna get this short charge because you don't get a lot of distance once you get past these. There we go. And nothing.
Come on, Beamer. Go fight Spore Spawn. It's your only choice left, unless you can do that short charge.
So Lunatic Moth in chat asks, does this mean we will most likely get a powerbomb kill on Ridley? Looking at this energy, I think that's probably right. With only 10 supers.
Only if they find Varia. Like, killing Ridley without Varia with power bombs takes so long that you can't have enough vanilla tanks to do it.
Well, we're definitely not doing it with just Spazer, so we're not even close to what we need to take Ridley down.
Yeah. And I believe they do not even have nerf charge for that, so Spazer's not going to do anything until they find charge anyway.
I think Beamer has come to terms. Yep. We're going to see Spo on the screen.
All right, let's go. Something that we had access to a long time ago. Nobody wanted to admit the truth.
But I will point out, did not take the save, but I think that's because he knows if he can't get this, that he's got to do this. If there's nothing here, he's got to do the short charge.
Yeah, He's got another save that's probably closer to Norfair, and
Yeah,
this is the
that's
only thing left. So he doesn't want to be close to this. He wants to be close to that.
this is the easiest fight, but the fight I hated the most in the game.
You notice how Nikplayer killed the Garudas with Power Bomb, and so they each dropped 2 energy drops for him, which made his hell run somewhat more palatable. Should be able to get out on this.
Yep. All right. Nice execution there by Nikplayer. And now the world is his oyster with having supers and energy. Barely any movement items. Does have the high jump now though, from that cathedral run.
Oh, no. Oh, too bad, Beamer. I was so sure that was going to be supers.
Yep. So it's the required short charge for Croc Escape. That's
That's rough. That's a
Yes.
hard short charge.
Well, if you're Nikplayer, where do you head next?
Not sure. Radio. Go to that pre-aqueduct room, go up to Watering Hole and Beach, and then go down to Mama Turtle. You've got everything Well, your Batoon fight would be kind of tight after the Suitless Crystal Flash clip, but go fight Batoon and pick up whatever's behind him. Can't quite reach Dragon yet, because don't have Coliseum item.
I know we did not see all of our. We haven't seen all of our criteria portals yet, obviously, because we were locked behind the super door. But maybe so we haven't seen, like, Turian's one of those connections, but we haven't seen. Have we actually been into Wreck Ship at all this game yet? I don't think we've seen it yet.
Nope. Wreck Ship is one of those 2 locked portals.
Either could be vanilla after Moat or top of Red Tower connection, but that's.
Beamer sees that high jump and probably not happy about that. Of course, Nikplayer's getting all the supers that were locked behind super doors now.
Yup. The logic gave us that one pack at a very difficult to collect place, but so I'm got my music education degree and I was a band director, so puns are kind of my thing. And someone in chat just gave us a wonderful pun of the criteria weren't met to find the portals. Essentially, just that's my kind of bad joke. I love it. We do get Prom Night from Craig from Beamer. Just missed that Craig quick kill.
Kind of hard to do the quick kill with only missiles.
Yeah, or Beamer. It's gonna find out there's nothing back here either. Beamer's doing everything he can to not do that. Not have to try that short charge. If I remember correctly, this is just a pack of missiles back here at Waterway, so nothing exciting. Love the bouncing ball. Thank you for using.
That's an interesting strat. That saved a lot of time.
It really did. I like that a lot. It's the first time I've seen someone do that. Oh, that's right. More power bombs. That's right. 35 power bombs each. All right, so we don't have the bet running, but what suit do you think we're gonna find? Chat, what do you think? We're gonna get Varia, or we're gonna get our gravity suit?
Well, whatever it is, I hope they find it in the next hour before we have to switch to the next race.
Oh, is the next one also on SG2?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the winner's bracket, so neither of them, and it's a double elimination tournament, so neither of them is facing elimination yet. But whoever loses will be facing elimination in their next race, so...
Yep, they're not quite win or go home yet. We're getting close to that point for everyone, but Nikplayer got that gate glitch off the ground. That's impressive.
Yeah, you
And
can do
look.
that when you have high jump.
And look, more supers.
It's only when you don't have high jump that you have to use the door.
I see everyone set it up on the door, maybe just because they're used to that visual cue, and even without, like, I don't know, maybe just for some people that's what they're used to, so that's what they prefer. All right, we're gonna get a Mission Impossible check.
Let's see if he can do... He's setting up for them. Oh, he didn't quite get the quick drop. Looked like he was setting up to try the Hondo strat where you jump back out after getting the item, but
Yep.
just missed the hole. Beamer's on better energy for this short charge this time.
Yes, for sure. Hopefully he gets it that first chance. And of course, more supers. Ah.
Yeah, he only got a couple chances at the short charge. I think if he went and picked up that reserve, he'd have one more chance at the short charge.
Ooh. Looks like he got to the frame in that last one, but wasn't going to have enough energy to make it through. Nikplayer's going to be disappointed by this empty speed shaft, but is quite ahead here with now after spending 31 minutes with no supers, has 45 supers. Well more than enough ammo. Now it's just a matter of finding the progression items we need to finish the game. So we're going to need something to get to Dragon.
Yeah, something to get the Dragon is all we need. Everything else can be done with ammo and tanks.
Yeah, I mean, this is way more than enough ammo to finish off. Oh, that's right. Nikplayer hasn't seen the front side of Gauntlet.
Looks like Beamer is going for that reserve tank.
I think it's a good idea at this point, just to have that safety, that extra, well, and that extra time.
Okay. I actually don't know what Beamer's doing back here.
Didn't we?
Um,
Oh, he's trying to charge a spike suit.
okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. What I was thinking of is maybe he was afraid that hidden items were turned on. So there's a setting that we don't normally use in the Varying Randomizer called hidden items, where it will make an item invisible. So it'll look like there's nothing at a location, but there'll actually be something if you shoot the invisible block sitting on top of it. We don't have that turned on for this race, and I don't think we're going to use it at all in the tournament. But there was an async seed a couple weeks ago that had it turned on, so Beamer might have gotten paranoid and thought that was turned on.
Oh no, did he get it and lose it?
He got it. He's
Got
still
it.
holding
Okay. Now, if you've never done this, runner, everyone, trying to hold that charge is actually very difficult. It's very easy to accidentally press that jump button at the wrong time. You have to be very deliberate about your movement.
Yeah, for instance, don't aim up when you're in the middle of a spin jump. So normally you'd aim up to shoot that block when you're coming up there. And do that, you lose your spike suit. Actually, kind of tempted to use spring ball for this part.
Yeah, you can see Beamers being very deliberate about movement. Oh, speaking of,
Yep.
and that's how easy it is to lose lose that spike suit. All right, so now we're gonna get some wreck ship play from Nikplayer.
Looks like we have wreck ship from the back too. So thanks to the Varia tweak setting, this wreck ship E-tank item is placed even before Phantom is killed.
I will not complain about getting an extra E-tank at any point.
Yeah, especially not in this, where you're looking at a suitless lower warfare with no screw attack and possibly no gravity.
All right, we're going to get our second boss of the game at the 1 hour and 4 minute mark. How you can tell this is not your typical rando.
That little slope got Beamer. He tried to spin jump, but because he was up against that little, not actually a slope, the little stairs,
Did
it
he go
turned
up
his spin
and
jump into a straight jump and ruined his spike suit.
did he happen to save with the spike? Yeah, he did. No, he did
No.
not. At this
You
point, I
can't
would.
save with the spike suit. It's
Oh,
not
yeah, that's right. That's right.
saved
It'll
in the
reset it.
save data, so you can use the save room, but you won't have the spike suit after you load your save.
It
so.
will. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can only do it with a save state, which is not legal. All right. I'm pretty sure from Nikplayer we're going to see a full wreck ship clear.
Yeah. You want to have all of your supers and energy tanks before you head into lower warfare. You're probably not going to come back to this wreck ship ever again, so you don't want to risk abandoning anything useful.
Right. Especially since we could have a movement item that we need or. Or that elusive suit that we're still looking for. Be fun if we had French vanilla Varia at gravity.
It'd certainly be helpful for Nikplayer to find. See, Beamer just used that aim up to shoot the block because that's your muscle memory right there.
You can do it while standing, but you can't do it while jumping. That's the danger and the difficulty of that. For Nikplayer, this is the first time to really relax all seed as you're waiting for our bowling Chozo statue to take us down. More supers. Not going to say no. But clears a statue, and because we have speed, we can check this item.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
more
can
than
collect
check it.
that.
We can collect this item. Just more missiles. Come on, I'm hoping for French Vanilla Varia. Let's go. Nope, more supers. So this seed that just was like, supers don't exist. They just don't exist. All right, yeah, you can find it here, but you got to do this really stupid trick to get it. Okay, good luck.
I believe that is 60 supers for Nikplayer, so
No more supers to find. And Spring Ball alone is not quite enough for getting up here. You need Spring Ball plus high jump.
Yeah, so as chat's pointing out, now Nikplayer has every super pack that's available in the seed. We are 2 power bombs away and 1 regular missile pack away from having all the ammo that the game will give this seed.
Yeah, so look like we'll get to Upper Warfare with... Sorry, we'll get to Lower Warfare with not a whole lot more found. We'll just find all the E-tanks in Lower Warfare.
What a convenient place to find them, right? Actually, it kind of is, because every
Yeah,
one of them is every
kind
one
of
of them is
is.
a refill. I would not complain about it at all. Actually, having them all there is totally fine.
Nothing in the left sandpit. So Shack Tool is actually reachable in Logic 2. And they could do a difficult springboard jump to get through the sandfall, and then do a suitless crystal flash clip to actually reach Shack Tool. So then they could reach the springball location and pick up whatever's there.
Crystal flash clip is something I know can definitely be a required in these. That was actually the only progression to get to Dragon. That was the only way through the room.
Yeah, that's been pretty common in these seeds. Player's almost set up for it, just needs to take a little bit more damage. That's a bad number. He should have left a little bit in his reserve. The snails do 100. The Metroids do 90. So he can't take 2 Metroid hits. He can't take a snail plus a Metroid. Yeah, he'd have to do 2 Puyo hits to set up for his Crystal Flash. an interesting choice of snail. Oh, this one gets in position much faster.
Wow.
That actually
Wow.
saves a bunch of time.
Yeah, it
'Cause
does.
that snail gets into position faster.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen that. That's
Oh, Beamer's going for a different short charge. Can he get up Crumble Shaft? I believe Ice location was actually a super.
oh no. This is why we save.
If Beamer actually went and got that reserve at Wave location, he could
You'd be
do that
able to make
reverse
that.
Croc Speedway and get up to Ice location, pick up that super there.
This I do like this snail. This is that's a new one, and that is way faster.
Yeah, this gets you going up so much sooner.
We were all today years old when we learned that one. There we go. Much safer this time. All right, so now we get to watch this definitely not easy trick to execute. As I say
Just a
that,
frame perfect trick.
as
Just have
I
to hit
say
the
that,
magic frame and you're done.
just why not? That's just as good as when I on the Rusty Junie race. Rusty had Junie had 15 PBs, and he got it on the last attempt and nailed it. I was like, okay, that's all right. So for some reason, apparently, for some people, apparently, frame perfect tricks are just a breeze. All that to see that there's nothing in the wall.
Yeah, what he needs to do is not spark up Crumble Shaft and just rely on wall jumping up to get to Ice location. I think he sees that, so. Crossing Coliseum is not in logic, but it looks like Nick is going to try. You can get up this room with some double springboard jumps. I think Junie showed me that Junie said that you can get up to the top door with double springboard jump. I haven't tried to do it myself, but normally you need space jump to get out of the water. And in logic you need space jump, but getting across Coliseum without space jump or grapple or ice would not be in logic anyway, so.
Beamer does get up Crumble Shaft, but
One small problem.
we've only got 71 energy, and
Yeah, these enemies don't drop good energy. And one hit will set you back a lot.
Yeah,
Now
it
it's got 68 energy.
has to completely farm up to make this happen. Are we gonna see? Yeah, we are. Forgotten Highway. This
This is
seems to
going
show
to
up
lead
pretty.
to Westward, yeah.
This shows up pretty regularly in seeds like this. I found like this is an area in vanilla we pretty much never see outside of 100% map completion. Yeah, I agree with chat. Let's give some hugs to Beamer at this point. Give some props to Beamer for not just rage forfeiting at this point. Like this has got to be one of the most frustrating seeds Beamer has ever played.
This Giga hit was 80 damage. That set back all of his progress.
And then some. That's rough.
Forgotten Highway is actually pretty common in light area rando seeds because it's your way to get from Wreck Ship to West Murdia. Is to go all the way through East Murdia instead of whatever combination of portals goes the other way.
Going for that double spring ball jump. That's a tough one. The setup is not easy.
Yeah, but this portal layout, the double springboard jump is not really worth the time, unless you can get it first or second try.
Someone in chat just said they came in. Well, what you missed was we didn't have our first super pack until 31 minutes for Nikplayer, and as you can tell, Beamer is not having a super time. Don't put me on pizza. You must be pineapple.
Yeah, so part of what we're doing this tournament is super fun settings. Beamer is not picking up the super part of the fun.
Or having fun at this point. This is definitely frustrating for him. Well, only one pack of power bombs left for Nikplayer to collect. I guess you got your wish of a suitless Meridian movement. That's definitely what we're getting from Nikplayer here. X-ray.
Hey, X-ray. Nice. That Spazer is actually paying off. Because Spazer is twice the damage of the normal beam. Spazer is actually helping Beamer out a lot here.
With spring ball, we can get the Mama Turtle item, can we? Oh, yeah. 7 energy.
Yeah. You want to be careful.
Yeah, I completely agree with this. You've got this embarrassment of riches of items at this point. Taking the Crystal Flash refill there, I definitely am not upset or sad to see. All right, finally reloads, and then now Beamer's going to be a little bit raged. Oh wait, that is a super pack.
All right, Beamer, get out with it.
Those were the most angry missile reacts you're gonna ever see in your life.
All right, he's out. He has his
Oh,
super pack. Now he can
oh,
play the game.
oh, amen. Like just. Oh wow, just that's so rough. But I'm glad he's finally got supers and can progress. Yes, 50-minute time difference between first pack of supers.
Rough.
And now Beamer's going to see that once he had one pack, you're going to get a complete load of supers coming at you. So many that you could just randomly, no.
I believe he said it.
Okay, I
I'm
really
not going
hope
to believe
so.
anything else. Hey, look, bombs at Main Street.
Wait a minute.
So that means gravity exists somewhere.
Did we have the ability to bring a spark suit or bring a suit into this area and get those bombs earlier in the game?
Oh yeah,
That would have been
if the tube wasn't broken, it would have been easy with the tube unbroken. Huh. Broken tube would make it pretty hard though. Well, not exactly early in the game. You'd have to have the speed booster to get it, but
right. I mean, we figured out that speed was definitely part of the logic of progression anyway. Like you couldn't neither
yeah, that wouldn't
option
be
for getting that
logical
first.
progression anyway. The Rando doesn't count carrying the spark across the portal.
It isn't so much that I expected was in logic, just more that option was an
Yeah.
option that was there.
So where's the silliest place to put gravity? Obviously somewhere in Lower North here.
Behind. How about power bombs? A shame. That'd be a fun place for it. Or fire fleas. There we go. That's
Gravity behind Bridley's always the most fun.
yes.
Because then you don't get an energy take when you want it most.
That'd be that. I was gonna say that, but I'm like that's almost cliche at this point. Beamer did not get the short charge. Beamer did Crumble Chef climb to get to ice, and then got the super pack behind ice. Either way, the logic was requiring you to get speed booster to get your first super pack.
Is Nikplayer doing an R mode blue suit? Well, he's got the R mode. Now he just has Crystal Flash to put energy in his reserve. And then he's going to damage down again. And he'll get interrupted by the heat during the spark windup to convert to a blue suit. This is actually a decent strategy for getting through the Three Musketeers. That spark looked a little bit too late. Don't think he was quite in the windup yet. Oh, nope, he was. Alright.
Okay, that's a new trick for me. I guess I need to start watching some of these more difficult tournaments more. That's kind of awesome. I mean, it's amazing to me how many different things are capable. And oh, look at this. This is
Yeah, so I imagine that he wants to use this to get through the Three Musketeers. So that he doesn't have to worry about dodging them on his way down.
this is one of those things again that Nikplayer has to be very deliberate about movement, but you see the fun of this, or you're able to just
Movement is actually a lot easier with this. All he has to do is not dash. So as long as he doesn't push the dash button, he gets to keep this blue suit.
which is counter to everything that you want to do as a player.
The other thing you can't do is turn off speed booster or pause if you don't have speed booster. So there are other situations where you can get a blue suit without having speed booster, but if you pause after doing that, you lose the blue suit. The reason why the turnarounds weren't working for that farm is because you stop after each turnaround, and when you stop, you could take damage from the enemy. He's actually not going to Lower Norfair with this. What is he doing with it then? Yeah, he could be
carrying
taking
this to Main Street?
Yeah. That's a decent way of getting the bombs there. Since he broke the tube, I guess he decided he couldn't do the short charge to get it. Bombs are mildly useful, but I didn't expect him to decide the bombs were so useful that he'd spend time on this.
Yeah, this is a strange play. Not sure why I spent all this effort for. Well, we're wrong.
No, carrying it up means you get more tries than simply sparking. If he crouches, it'll charge a spark, and then when he goes to jump from the crouch, it'll use the spark, and that'll take away his blue suit. So, in order to get into the crouch pose, you have to morph and then unmorph into the crouch pose. And so you jump, air morph in the air, land in the morph ball, and then you unmorph to be in the crouch pose.
So he's held this suit, which I think maybe he's using this to go check red. Well, what's a red fish portal?
He came from Red Fish Portal.
Okay.
That was the East Meridia. And you can double springball jump there, so you don't need the blue suit for it.
Is he saving this to get through?
Um,
Is he
well,
saving
he
this to
still
get
need a way
to
to get up
Dragon?
half a climb.
Oh, yeah.
So he had to get up half a climb and also get across Coliseum. Let's see. If Beamer gets out with these high jump boots, I'll mark them. But if he doesn't get out,
He's got a CF clip. He's good. Or CF.
okay. Yeah, carrying this blue suit all the way around. Well, getting through the Ever halls is not going to be much of a problem because you just have to go through the left one. That's the easier one to carry a blue suit through. Just have to know to jump in the correct places to keep it. If you land on the sand and you're walking across the sand, you're fine. But if you sink at all, you lose it. Yoink Room is one of those problem rooms where he just lost it. So one thing you can do in your Yoink Room is just fall out of the door so that you land right next to it, immediately super the Yapping Maw, and then walk across and possibly super another Yapping Maw as you're walking across, and then jump through the door. I think logical progression is in Lower Norfair.
That's what I'm guessing too. I think this is like it's what the seed's been pointing to.
Yeah, and 5+3 is just enough to reach most places in Lower Norfair. Not enough for GT Missile. Wow, he likes to really cut that to the last frame for his jump. So the spark windup is actually pretty long. You'll lose about 15 or so energy during the spark windup. Or maybe... No, it's half a second spark windup, so you lose about 7 or 8 energy. So I usually wait until I'm at 5 or so to start the windup. And he was waiting till the last frame to do that. He could also potentially use this to reach Shack Tool without doing the spring ball jump.
I was going to say that one of our last progressions we haven't seen, Draxus has pointed out, we haven't seen Shack Tool, and I would be all for progression being locked behind Shack Tool.
Yeah, and the spring ball jump to get to Shack Tool is pretty difficult, so understandable to want to carry a blue suit and bark over there instead.
Gravity at Shack Tool would be great. Let it be.
In logic.
guys haven't give these runners a follow. They're obviously, oh no. They're obviously showing a lot of perseverance, still fighting through the seed.
Yeah, they've got about 20 minutes left before we have to move to the next race, so... Actually, I'm not sure whether we keep going on this one or if we get forced to switch to the other one. We'll see what happens. Yeah, the next race starts in about 20 minutes. 17 minutes by my clock. It'll be on the same channel, at least they've allocated the same channel to it. Gravity and screw attack is also possible.
You just lose the blue again. Yes.
Yeah, if you land on the sand wrong, you sink a single pixel and you lose the blue. There are certain... It's weird because there are certain heights where you will land on the sand but not be sunk into it, so then you'll be walking on it and you'll keep it. But there are other heights where you'll land on the sand and you'll sink a pixel into it and lose it. So there are some cases where you fall onto the sand and you keep it and you think that's fine. And there are other cases where you're just a little bit higher or you're just a little bit lower, so you sink a bit and you lose the blue suit.
All right, so Nikplayer gets a blue suit again. Where is the next progression? Maybe Shack Tools the play. Maybe it's space jump. Maybe it's Who knows? It could even be a boat. We have no idea where we're going, what's happening. This is we know it's frustrating for the players.
Yeah, the more times that Nikplayer does this and doesn't get it, gives Beamer time to catch up. So it's actually good for Beamer that Nikplayer is failing.
Well, at least this isn't the first race of this tournament, which apparently went almost 8 hours.
Yeah, I was there for that. Those were players of different skill levels, let's say. These two
Yeah.
players wouldn't drag something out that long.
Yeah, JXB Adam said it was we watched someone pound his head against the wall for basically 4 hours trying to fight Ridley.
Yeah, that was also a Suitless Shack Tool seed. That seed, you were forced to go into Shack Tool with Space Jump and X-Ray as your ways of getting in and out.
Oh, wow.
So you didn't have Spring Ball. You had to do the Max Suitless tech of collecting the Spring Ball location with X-Ray stand-ups and angle jumps.
You know, at least this tournament is properly named Hardway to
Yeah.
Hell.
I think it was like Speed at Shack Tool and then Varia at Waterway.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe it was Varia at Shack Tool. But the point was, you were supposed to get Varia from Shack Tool before going into Lower Norfair.
I'm someone who enjoys some games that might take a longer time. One of them is I play Romance of the Three Kingdoms. That's a guaranteed like 30-40 hour play.
And you saw this time Nikplayer had a different jump height when he landed on the sand, so this time he didn't sink. So he kept his blue after bouncing off the sand.
All right, and at the 1 hour and 48 minute mark, Beamer gets to his second boss. Oh Lord, this game.
So he's not taking this blue suit to Spark to Shack Tool. And what you want to do is land on this solid area and then walk across the sand in this. So you can just safely walk across the sand here, and you don't want to try jumping and landing on it. Oh, Aqueduct! Yeah, that's also a good place to look.
Grapple.
Grapple. That's huge. I forgot about Aqueduct.
That's one we're not sad to see. And space
And
jump.
space jump.
Oh.
All right, well that
Wow, that's free
Dragon
now.
is free.
Oh my god. Wow, what a pair of finds there. Just wow. Now it doesn't even have to do that crab trick. We got grapple now. Yeah, this just changed the trajectory of this race by miles.
Yeah, Snail's getting in his way, getting up there.
That snail that was once an ally is now a problem. Yeah, now has grapple, spring ball, space jump. That's an embarrassment of riches of movement items.
Oh, he has to fight Batoon again. Forgot that he reset the kill.
Yeah, had a pretty good first rounder. Oh,
So, yeah, don't stand in front of the train, folks. You're only invincible with the blue suit when you're moving. If for some reason you stop moving and you're occupying the same space as an enemy, you take damage. And so you saw him lose all of his energy very fast to Batoon.
because it triggers multiple. Oh,
Yeah, so like when the knockback ends, he stopped moving, so his iframes disappear. But as long as you're moving, you'd be fine.
that may be one where losing the suit to save there might be worth it.
Yeah, using the save room would not have taken the blue suit away. You just wouldn't have it
Yeah,
after
yeah.
loading your save. So,
No, and now that you got grapple and space jump, don't need the blue suit for progression anymore. You're clear to get to Dragon.
yeah. And that's why the aggressive Batoon fight where you stand on the right and you're standing in front of the train, hoping to kill the train before it reaches you. That's the aggressive way that people practice a lot and get really fast through Batoon, but it's not very safe. So you have to kind of balance what you're doing to decide which strategy you're going to use.
But now, can he just snail clip through instead of carrying the suit?
No. You can't snail clip to the aqueduct items without gravity suit.
Okay.
It's possible to X-ray climb there, but the setup for the X-ray climb is more difficult than usual. It's also possible to G-mode there. You G-mode into the safe room, and then go back into aqueduct, and you can wall jump up through the speed blocks in G-mode. Given that he's not getting the blue suit yet again, he's probably going to do that G-mode. And the thing with the snail clip is there's more than one set of blocks to get through. So if you're suitless, you can get the snail in the high position, use X-ray to stand up on top of the snail, and then clip through one set of blocks. But then there's two more pieces of blocks you have to clip through. And You can't
Because
click
you don't
through
have the suit.
those two
Yeah.
because you don't have gravity. So you can soft lock yourself, but you can't get through without gravity.
Nikplayer with another reset there. This is
As a max suitless runner, it makes me happy to see somebody using the armored blue suit.
at this point, both players are questioning life choices. Although Beamer probably does feel a little bit better about now actually moving forward, but has to know that at least currently is behind. But how behind is he at this point?
Yeah, like he's catching up. He's got this East Meridian. He's got Wreck Ship done. He's got Upper Norfair done. All he has to do is this East Meridia. He's going to see the big missile pack behind Batoon and the stuff in the sand pits, and then hit up West Meridia for what little was there, and then he'll probably go straight into Lower Norfair.
Well, we are now about to hit the 2-hour mark and still have, I don't know if we're even going to find a suit at this point. Well, this may be as Vibrant Colors mentioned, this might just be a straight up no suit run.
Gravity exists
Somewhere.
It exists. Might be somewhere that they don't pick it up.
It might be behind Shack Tool.
So examining the area map, this armored blue suit in Upper Norfair is actually not the ideal place for Nikplayer to be doing this. Another easy place to get an armored blue suit is actually in Big Pink back in Green Brinstar, because you can use the pipe bugs to refill, and you can charge a spark below the pipe and get hit by a bug during the spark wind up and get the blue suit there. So if he was in Big Pink, he could then carry the blue suit just through Green Bryn and to the other green portal to be well, he'd have to carry it through Criteria to get to the Red Tower portal, and he'd be at the bottom of Red Tower, and he could then be at the bottom of Main Street from Red Tower and have a much easier time of getting it to where he wants to be. And the benefit of doing it in Big Pink and carrying it through Criterion Red Tower is there's no sand in Criterion Red Tower. So the ways that he's losing it would be gone.
Yeah, we can see the difference here in the using the crabs for the climb, just how much faster that strategy that Nikplayer was using is.
Yeah.
Just
The
not
snail that
having to
gets in
wait for the
position
snail. Yeah.
faster is so much faster.
All right, Beamer's about to go for that Crystal Flash clip to get through.
Yeah, he's not full on power bombs, so
But still, that's a lot of tries, and gets it second. All right, Beamer, congrats. Both of them got a second try.
yeah, that's pretty crazy to get it one player first try and the second player second try.
Well, that's right. Nick did get a first try, which is absolutely incredible because that's nothing like a frame perfect trick. No big deal, right? Botchwound, the worst hitbox in the game. Always a fun fight.
Yeah, so we've decided to delay the second race until this one finishes.
Well, at least one of the racers for the next race is hanging out in the chat anyway, so.
Yeah, I think they're both hanging out here, so.
Yeah, I think I saw Fringo as well.
Nikplayer getting trolled by the water, cutting his jump short, so he wasn't getting up. Oh, we're not quite getting a high five.
But a couple times have been close. Which is crazy with the separation that we've had for a while. Okay. Does carry it this time.
Yeah, he got the good bounce. Yeah. Depending on how your jump height is, you'll land different, and if you land at just the right spot, you won't sink on that landing frame. And if you're holding left, you'll be running on the next frame. So you'll get to keep it. I expect Beamer will decide to go into Lower Norfair on this loadout. It not do the blue suit stuff that Nikplayer's been doing.
To think all this was a short charge in Croc Escape. That was the whole seed was gated on that, and instead of doing that, Beamer found the different way of hitting up Crumble Shaft to get to ice. And for both of them, just their first super pack was an incredibly.
I wish Nikplayer wouldn't jump across this farm room, because walking across that sand is perfectly safe. Walking across will get you no problems, but jumping has that risk of accidentally sinking and losing it.
But hopefully we see a safety save this time. Like, doesn't need the suit to get through, but I would really like to see a safety save. All right, we got grapple, we got space. Okay. We are going to see the safety save this time. Thank you. That's probably a good eight or so minute time it took, or like maybe it was only 5 minutes, but a long enough time to get there. I'm glad to see that save. Okay, nothing there for Beamer. I'll check Mama T's wall. Mama T was a place I was thinking about a while ago. Nothing.
Nothing.
Mama T's like, I don't have secrets today. I have nothing for you. Oh, the one bonus to the blue suit. No crystal flash clip required.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who used the blue suit more, because the experienced players will use the speed blocks on the left side of that bottom room to not even go into the top route. But the players that are new to the blue suit will automatically go with the top route that you need when you have ice. Yeah.
And just walking this time, and you see that what you were talking about, you just go right over the sand with no problems when you're just walking.
Yep. I wish you'd pick up at least 3 more supers.
Well, doesn't matter to lose it now. We have space jump. We have grapple.
Yeah. Probably worth saving before Dragon.
Well, not be sad about seeing that extra E. I think he's okay. We got grapples. We got a potential quick kill here.
Yeah, he'll probably be fine.
It should be a pretty safe fight.
We should have said nothing. We should not have said anything.
I said should be. I didn't say will be.
And yes, in this tournament, it would be in logic to have gravity behind Dragon. Given the other items we've seen, it would have to be ice and lower Norfair to make that possible.
We get picked up by...
Yeah, when the goop hits you off center,
Yep.
the Samus flinches and don't get the jump.
There it is. Okay.
Dragon having a little bit of trouble grabbing on.
Dragon gets fried right in front of her children. Very lovely way to go. But I definitely prefer fried shrimp over microwave shrimp. At least to eat.
Oh, we've got a nice refill.
So this is going to take either a spring ball or a grapple escape.
Yeah, the grapple escape is much faster. Now that you got that refill, you've got plenty of energy for it.
And there it is. Now we have that. Get through here. Oh, and I'm going to go for the spring ball here.
Yeah, so it's possible to actually do Precious Room with 2 spring ball jumps, because you can wall jump up this second spot where there's the 3 tile wide between the wall and the platform. You can actually wall jump up there and get up. But most people are used to using spring ball there, so I'm not sure whether it's faster wall jump or do the 2 pauses for the spring ball jump.
No reason not to grab this free refill here. It'll also... And I'm kind of hoping for... Okay, good.
Yeah, at this point you're looking to refill reserve tanks before your lower Norfair dive. So, taking that energy refill station fills up your energy, so that when you get to the farm near Batoon, you can just focus on filling your reserve.
I'm going to bet that gravity is in lower Norfair at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'd bet on. I don't think I'd bother going to Plasma. Plasma's in logic, just killing the Plasma Pirates with Sparks.
Sparks, yes. I've seen that quite a few times.
Charge doesn't matter a whole lot, because they have so much ammo.
No,
And-
charge at this point would just be a luxury, but even that, like...
Yeah.
What charge Spazer is far less damage than the 60 supers they have,
Yeah.
or 55 for OK Beamer.
Like, the only thing at Plasma that actually helps is gravity. You can skip an energy tank at Plasma. It's not going to hurt you to just abandon it there. And if it's charged there, also not going to hurt you. Ice, yeah. A little bit. Like, you kind of miss it, but...
It wouldn't be
that
sad.
Yeah, it can't really be ice there. It can't be ice here.
More E.
Yeah. So, not really worth the time that it took to get over here. Nice of him to use the power bomb to kill the left pirate so that it wouldn't climb down into him while he's in the crash animation.
And the speed. Very nice execution of that last kill.
Yes, we know that gravity exists because we saw speed-locked items at Main Street and Aqueduct. So gravity must exist somewhere in the seed. But it might not be somewhere that we go. We might go somewhere else instead of going to gravity. Could be a GT, and we might not go to GT at all.
Well, Nikplayer has a definite pathway at this point of let's go to Lower North Fair and let's do this.
I think Beamer's actually reached the same conclusion. You see him filling up his power bombs so that he won't have to farm any power bombs while in Lower North Fair.
Yeah, this is one of the better places to farm in the game. At least for power bombs, one of the better places to farm. I definitely am going to be interested in looking and seeing where gravity ended up if we don't see it. Oh, that's a nice E-tank reload right now.
Yeah, you've got mixed feelings about that because part of you is thinking, well, gee, I really want to have that on the way out.
Right, but at a low enough energy that he needed it there. But obviously, like, oh my gosh.
Gravity right here.
Hotarubi missile gravity location. Wow. So it was, the answer was Lower North Fair. And ice in, wow.
So do you turn around and go back?
Wow. So there was your Batoon. Wow. Wow. That was your Batoon hallway as well. Like, oh my gosh. Game. Game.
Do you turn around and go back and pick up your East Meridia stuff now? Or do you decide that no, you committed to the slower warfare and you have to keep going forward?
I don't think I would have picked up that E-tank there. I think I would have left that E-tank as a refill on the way out. But wow. That's, yeah, Chad's calling it. That's a troll and a half.
It looks like Beamer's committing to this. So without grapple, Beamer's best super farm down here is actually the Ninja Pirates. The pre-Ridley farm room bugs are really slow without grapple. You can actually get faster by farming the Ninja Pirates. So what you could do is you could farm up to 50 on the Ninja Pirates, get to outside Ridley's door, Crystal Flash, kill Ridley, and then Crystal Flash again. And you'd get back to the Ninja Pirates and be able to farm up supers again. But that depends on being really confident in your speed kill of the ninja pirates.
Easy, easy. Made it look easy. All right.
Yeah, the best thing to do is just rush over to the door and just flash outside the door and drop in immediately. You don't want to farm for ammo after this crystal flash because it takes you so long to get the ammo back that you'd be cutting into your energy tank for the Ridley fight. And you have 55 supers, which is enough to crystal flash, kill Ridley, and crystal flash again. So farming for the ammo doesn't actually help you out after the crystal flash. You want to save your farming for after Ridley.
All right. We've got Beamer facing Ridley. Nikplayer is going to be at Ridley in the next few moments. Granted, Beamer does still have to go take down Dragon, which Nikplayer was able to get into, but good lord, that oh wow, that's a very well executed Ridley fight. Very nice by Beamer there.
Yeah, not quite perfect. He did take some damage, but since he has gravity suit, that was okay.
And gets the free fill at the end with the vanilla E. That's a vanilla E taste that we're good with.
But yeah, what you want to do is farm the ninja pirates once on your way out to get 4 more supers, and then just book it out of here. Oh, he's getting some good bug drops. So. Alright.
Just wanted to be a little bit more comfortable with that energy, which I don't blame him.
D-boost off of the bug to get through the holtzes. So, the bugs do very little damage. The holtzes do like, I want to say 40 damage with the gravity suit. That pirate dropped mainly supers when he wanted mainly energy. But that should be survivable.
All right, Nikplayer is taking the pre-Ridley farm, but oh, okay. I completely agree with this.
I don't really like crystal flashing inside Ridley's room anymore because it gives up that opening when Ridley's just sitting there on the ground doing nothing. Looks like Beamer's playing it safe with his crystal flash though.
I also feel like because you have so many supers coming in here, it's just going to be a super fast fight regardless. So I think that's, and now is going to get this free fill from that vanilla E tank.
30 supers is the fastest Ridley fight you can have. So
yeah, when you have 60, you even have a ton of room for air. So
yeah,
that's
I've even seen people do it on 3 energy tanks and 1 reserve with 30 supers. So. Thanks to the magic of the gravity suit, Beamer was able to just tank through the key hunters. Now he
Oh
just
my
has
gosh.
to run
We're
to
gonna have
East
to
Meridian as fast as he can.
Gotta eat our words here. Nikplayer did not go. Oh no, never mind. I already got the gravity. Sorry.
Didn't go back for ice though.
Doesn't have ice, but that just
He
means
saw
that
it, but he didn't go for it. So
that just means the Metroid rooms are gonna be power bombs instead of ice and supers. Well, look at that. This is the closest they've been in a while. $11 E-tanks for Nikplayer. That is such a luxury.
yeah, that is the nice thing about these hardware tile races is you get to the end and you have all the E-tanks because you needed them to get through Lower Norfair.
All right, Nikplayer is coming through reverse meme route, gonna head back up to Criteria surface, knows that the portal Praetorian has to be on the right side of Criteria surface. I don't know if he ever went back and checked there. I don't know if Nikplayer ever went back and checked both
Process
of
of
those.
elimination.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously one of those two, but just
They both went there to get to wrecked ship, so they know that the other one is obviously going to be Torian.
a little beehee spark up the on shaft. I still cannot believe that location of gravity. That was just really
It was pretty great.
of all the things in this game for gravity to just be chilling at Hodorubi.
You know, just
Definitely.
go into Lower Norfair, get through the Three Musketeers. You can have a gravity suit.
Not just gravity, but ice right behind it. Like, there's all your progression right there. Now, you may know the answer to this. Chat may know the answer is the time that would have taken to go through jail more than the time that he's losing by doing the power bomb kill of the Metroids here.
If he had blind checked jail the way that Beamer did, it would definitely be less, in my opinion, than this powerbomb kill.
Okay.
Because he didn't blind check it, I think it's more of a wash to go back around again.
Got it. Okay. At that point, it's a luxury. But this is well executed anyway. And with Spring Ball, this is basically free. You don't even get trapped up. Going for some baby skip, and we got it without getting grabbed. All right. Yeah, really got to give it a Beamer by not stopping. Got himself in a much closer position in this, and it, like no one would have like everyone knows they were both frustrated through this seed. This is obviously very frustrating, especially when both of them saw where that gravity location was. But for Beamer to be, you know, on the fourth boss, just as, you know, Nikplayer's getting to set up for this doing the speed Zebetite skip, like that's an impressive amount of distance to close in that time. And there is that speed Zebetite skip.
Yeah, that evened out a lot of the time to get ice. So like, that's the other thing, is you need to get the speed Zebetite skip pretty fast to make it actually save time. I've only got a few tries for it. Beamer not even looking behind Dragon. He knows that he's in go mode and he needs to just go, so.
Yep.
I wonder if he'll even... he didn't check Aqueduct on the way in. Probably won't check it on the way out either.
And there is that rainbow beam.
Yeah, you can't really do any damage to Mother Brain during stand-up, but you can still fool around with the cutscene and try for 2 cries, or whatever you feel like, to try to shorten the cutscene.
Both players at this point guaranteed are just watching that race room, waiting to see got done from their opponent, knowing that this went, and knowing, especially once they saw the location of gravity. Actually, probably when they both saw the location of gravity, they had to figure that the other player didn't go do Lower Norfair first, because they realized it probably would have been the race would have already been over if someone had went to Lower Norfair first.
Yeah, Beamer did the logically correct thing of going to Lower Norfair as soon as he had eliminated his Eastern Maria progression. If Nikplayer had done that, he would be far ahead of where he is now. Because he spent a long time on those blue suit attempts.
Yes, he did. But now, after all that, we see some rainbow beam shots going into Mother Brain's face, courtesy of our Or Metroid taking one for the team.
Beamer will be just barely in Torian as Nikplayer exits Torian.
I know that's frustrating when you get there and you see that during your turn. What's worse, of course, is seeing your opponent's not done during escape, knowing you're that close. I think someone said in chat there was a 2-second race, 2-second different race. Yeah, that's insane.
Not this tournament. That was in the map round of tournament. So.
Yeah, still that's wow. Like,
and that was 2 seconds happened during the escape. Like in that race, there's the X-ray hall in the map round of escape, and one player stopped on the spikes to run on the spikes to get the extra speed for space jumping through, and the other player did not. And that was the 2 seconds.
Wow.
So this actually had randomized escape. I forgot to mention that earlier. So when Nikplayer left Torian, it spit him out at the wreck ship map portal. Randomized escape means you get spit out of a random map room, and one of the changes to wreck ship only during the escape is to place a couple of super blocks to get out of the basement. Those super blocks actually make it possible to get out of wreck ship map area without having morph, to allow people to make plandos that completely lack the morph ball.
This is going to be a little dicey.
It would be fine. He just has to get through this spiky room. The spikes are on, but the platforms are gone.
Spiky room of death.
Mario Rando has kind of loose escape calculation, where it'll give you more time than Map Rando would, but it's not going to give you a whole lot of extra time. It's just a simple system where each area has its own big chunk, and then it just adds up the areas that you have to go through. It doesn't try to calculate the individual rooms. Because with only area rando and you don't have individual rooms mixed around, you can afford to be a lot simpler. Nikplayer's mistake was trying to go out the front of wreck ship. So that actually cut his time a lot.
Yes, but now is back to surface, and get those GGs in chat ready as Nikplayer gets the win with an official race time GG of 2:39.15. Wow, what a seed this was. Still cannot believe it was locked behind Hodarubi like that. That was wow.
Yeah.
Speed to your first set of supers.
And I imagine Beamer doesn't feel too bad because he knows that he lost a lot of time getting those first supers.
Yep.
So he knows that he caught up a lot to be in Mother Brain as Nikplayer finishes. So.
At the same time, he knows it also it must have took Nikplayer a while to find his first supers as well. Not as long, but just wow. Beamer is going to finish this out. No reason not to. Like, we're already there. But now, seeing the dot done while you're in your Mother Brain phase 1. Got to be tough after this frustrating of a race, but these runners definitely both gave us a hell of a race today.
No stand-up shenanigans from Beamer.
Now, if for anything, just their perseverance of getting to this point, I got to give them all the credit for pushing through.
This tournament is all about pushing through. You got to push through, no matter how long or hard the seed is. We signed up for the hard way. We're going to keep going through it. ET Super was the charge beam. Alright. You gotta fight the cool torso if you want your charge.
Just wow. What an interesting layout. All right, so as Beamer is entering this escape, there will be another race coming in here with Ringo Fox versus Adraxis. Tomorrow there's another 3 races on the schedule. We have Cheesy Boat Ride versus Vibrant Colors at 11 a.m. Eastern. Ace Zero versus Glove at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then tomorrow night, Kaisantum, our very own Kaisantum and Comms here will be racing Papa Schmo at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. Busy weekends here. Yeah, that race is going to be coming in hot because we're going to have AM2R coming in immediately after our next race. So it'll be us and then the Audra versus Fringo and then AM2R. We've got a packed schedule this morning.
I see that you and Papa Schmo are going for a bag of snakes, so
Yep.
That'll be fun. And this next one's a basic light area between Fringo and Adraxis.
So more of the same setting.
We can see, even though it's all the setting is basic light area, but then you actually look at the seed itself and just how difficult it can be, and how that the routing and where the items end up being, it can make a huge difference, or just the difficulty of some of the tricks required. But really, got to hand it to both players for pushing through this. And honestly, for Bieber to only end up being about 5 minutes behind here is really a testament to his perseverance through this. All right, get your GGs in the chat ready, or Beamer, our second place finisher, with an official race time GG of 2:45:02. All right, we are joined in chat by Nikplayer and Beamer. Wow, guys, what a brutal seed.
Yeah, GG's, Beamer, GG's.
Oh my god, I'm so exhausted.
All right,
Oh
so
my god.
so,
Those supers, man. What were those supers?
so since you guys don't know, like haven't watched it yet, Nikplayer got his supers at the 31-minute mark.
Yeah, okay.
And Beamer got his supers 50 minutes later.
Oh my god.
84 minutes. Yeah, 1 hour and 24 minutes it was for me.
Where was your first Super Beamer?
Yeah, the first ones I saw were at Croc Exit, probably your first. But first ones I got were at Ice Beam. I did some things. I did certain things that I'm. Well, am I proud of them? Kinda, yeah. Having gotten there.
I mean, honestly, you getting that the like going back up Crumble Shaft and getting to ice, that was kind of impressive to make that happen to get your first pack. Yeah, you were struggling with that. Unfortunately, you were struggling with that stupid short charge there in the Croc Escape. But I mean, honestly, for both of you, I really got to say I'm really impressed with your guys' perseverance. And you know, I mean, I know you were both frustrated during this thing. They're like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Beamer, I definitely saw you shoot some missiles of anger a few times.
A couple of times. Yeah, I would have shot supers, but I had none. So, man, GG's Nick. Oh, I'm actually just happy I made this one close because I know Nick can do something like a stellar 4 charge, and I'm just bad at short charging, more so than other things. So I kind of knew it was over, but when I got to Turian, I closed race time. I got a little bit of hope back, but yeah, no, that's completely fine. Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm done.
It was very close at the end, and when I saw Gravity on Law Norfair, I was so frustrated.
I thought about going there first.
Probably spent like half an hour getting armored blue suits and repeatedly losing the blue suit in the yoink room, trying to carry it to Aqueduct, and Aqueduct had space jump and grapple.
Yeah, Beamer, that was Aqueduct was space jump and grapple, but
that is so. Oh my god, I can't say a word I'm thinking right now of those 2 items there.
I was trying to do this like 40 or 50 minutes. I lost my blue suit 7 or 8 times. It was frustrated. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I lost 3 spike suits. I wanted to get spike suit from crate, got that 3 or 4 times, and by losing it the 3rd or 4th time, I thought, wait a minute, I can't even get through the gate. What am I doing? Am I correct about that? I have to gate glitch the wave gate.
So you could do a funny thing where you lay a power bomb and you get boosted up by the power bomb and morph, and then you unmorph and gate glitch from the unmorph.
But I also have to angle up. Can I do that while in the air?
After the unmorph.
Okay, gotcha.
So you unmorph in the air and you're falling state. When you're in the falling state, you can do the gate glitch.
That is
it's possible, but not great.
That is such a stupid.
Oh my god, I'm just glad I gave up on that and did something even more stupid, which got me supers.
Well, and especially that farming you had to do.
Oh my god! I got to 120 and got hit by the little Giga. Oh.
We were like, honestly, like if you listen back, you'll hear we were feeling like chat was definitely feeling for you guys. We were feeling for you guys. It's like we know how frustrated they are right now. Like, and we're glad to see that you both finished. And honestly, the fact that you were both in Turian at the same time, that's pretty amazing after all that garbage you had to deal with.
Yeah, normally 6 minutes isn't close, but in this case, we can call it close.
Yeah. Like 6 minutes in Hardway to Hell is very, very close.
Yeah, speaking of cutting it close, we kind of need to move on to Audra versus Fringo. So
we do have another race coming up. Unfortunately, I have to go, but
I'll be sticking around.
Yep. Nick and Beamer, like, thank you for that race. That was like I say what Chad said too. We just saw a lot of great execution on difficult things. And that's why I enjoy the randomizers, because you see so many crazy tricks that people have to do. First try crystal flash clip and a second try crystal flash trip.
Nice.
Yeah, for like Nick's first time in Batuin Hallway got a first try, you got a second try. Like, just seeing those things executed is awesome. I thought and really enjoyed the race today, and definitely enjoyed doing comms with Xantium today. So
yeah, you very much owe us for this one.
So definitely appreciate it, and hope for both of you good luck in your next rounds, because I know Beamer, this is only your first loss, so you'll be down in the losers bracket and hopefully can fight back in. But good luck to you both moving forward.
Thanks. GG's.
Thanks you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. GG's.
All right. Hang around chat. I'm going to end episode and we'll start the next race pretty quick afterwards.
All right, at least for me, I will see you guys all next mission.